Ring-a-ling-a-ling, shabba-lam-lam, ding-dong, ring! Hello? Yes, House of Drama, drama phone. No, this isn't Peter speaking. This is Zachary Michael. Shantel's demonetized. Shantel doesn't have any money. Shantel's got to figure out other work. Shantel's trying to use her couples channel. Shantel's in a load of debt. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. All this week I've had butterflies. Just like Amberlynn and Rosie, Shantel is demonetized. Oh my god, you guys. Hello, foodie booties. Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our goodbyes. Here she lies, no one knew her worth. Foodie Beauty's YouTube monetization. On the night we celebrate. Oh, what a celebration we'll have today. Thank goodness we'll have a celebration the Zachary way. Thank goodness, finally a YouTube that is Shantel free. We couldn't be happier. Thank goodness. Look, it's Zachary! Let us be glad. Let us be grateful. Let us rejoicify that goodness could subdue the wicked workings of you know who. Isn't it nice to know that good could conquer evil? The truth we'll all believe by and by, outlive a lie. No one mourns the wicked, no one cries they're dead and gone. No one lays a lily on their grave. The good man scorns the wicked. Through their lives our children learn what we miss when we misbehave or don't follow terms of service. And goodness knows the wicked's lives are lonely. Goodness knows the wicked die alone. It just shows when you're wicked, you're left only on your own. Hi, YouTubies. It's me, Zach, and welcome back to my channel. We are, in fact, gathered here today to discuss the one, the only, Shantel Marie, Shantel Show, Foodie Beauty, Flobby Bobby, Big Beautiful Me, The Daily Shantel, The Beezer Show, Shantopolis, Everyday Miriam, Foodie Cutie, Shantel All Rafe, Shantel Period, Flobby Bobby, Foodie Booty! And listen, the girl-pocalypse is girl-pocalypsing. And these girls are losing their monetization left and right. So if you don't know, there's been a recent history of YouTube going through and enforcing some things in their terms of service to hold people like Shantel, Amberlynn Reed, and Quirky Love Rosie accountable for the ways that they glorify and exhibit their eating disorders on the internet. And for a while now, I feel like people have been like, why hasn't Shantel been hit? Why hasn't YouTube come after Shantel? She's worse than both of the other two combined. And I agree. And Shantel actually had a little bit of a theory about that.
The problem is, like, Amberlynn and Rosie are both over 500 pounds. I'm not saying that in a mean way. So maybe because you, like, if you're over, I mean, I know I'm still morbidly obese and it's not healthy, but I don't know. Really weird, bar? Maybe that's why, because I'm a little smaller, so they're like, whatever.
So what I gotta say about that is that Chantal Marie must be over 500 pounds now, and Google/YouTube must have brought out their scale and said, Chantal, step on it. It's time. We gotta find out if you meet our terms of service or not. Now, of course, that's not how it works. And of course, Chantal did a live stream. So, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with how Chantal went about addressing this, because people on the internet were finding it out. They were seeing that you could no longer join memberships on her YouTube channel, Foodie Beauty. They were seeing you couldn't leave super thanks in her comments and things like that. And so she addressed the obvious and made a post pretty damn quickly, okay? Now I do want to say, I have a life, so I was busy watching the season finale of Amazing Race and the penultimate episode of Survivor last night, but I was trying to upload my video last night in between commercials and stuff, so I did happen to catch some of this while I was like trying to do some of that on the back end. So I saw this post from her that was shortly after everybody found out, and she immediately went into grift mode, okay? She said, hey guys, here's my PayPal. I really, really, really want to go live and talk a lot about how I am screwed, because as you know, I was demonetized and I'm not allowed to use any of my other channels either. Interesting, because she did delete this post and she did end up going and using her other channels. Therefore, I have no income. I will figure out another platform, probably Twitch, maybe something else, but I need to pay my bills like everyone else, so I will go live if I receive $150 total on my PayPal, and I'll stay live for at least a couple of hours. If more is sent, I will stay longer because I just want to talk. If you donate, here is once again my PayPal. Thanks guys, yours truly, Grifter Beauty. I mean, I guess as long as there's no pretense here, I guess she's acknowledging who and what she is, you know? Like, she's fully aware that the grift is going on. And a lot of this is interesting because she recently, I think, unintentionally doxed herself. She briefly showed a window in her apartment that she lives in Canada now. And people found out that this is like a luxury apartment. Like, this is a much better apartment than what she was at least describing to her audience. She was trying to tell her audience she lived in the slums. She was trying to tell the audience she didn't have things like a dishwasher. All come to find out that she does have those things. And maybe there's some argument of her trying to like have people not be able to find her on the internet. Fair enough. But also, like, you don't have to embellish to get the grift, because there were people who were concerned, like, you don't even have a dishwasher. You're really struggling to make ends meet. You can't even afford an apartment that has a dishwasher, you know? And so it's interesting that she's talking about being worried about making ends meet, which could still be the case. I feel like we've recently learned that all of these girls live beyond their means, beyond what they can. They really count on having a consistent income from YouTube, of all things, where like 1 month you can be really successful, the next month you could maybe be not as successful, right? So anyways, she's out here saying, I'm broke. I don't have any money. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Which tea? But like, girl, are you brand new? Are you brand new? She's not. Actually, she's not new to the game. She's true to the game when it comes to grifting. And she sees this as a way to continue milking her viewers dry, which, like, live your truth, diva, I guess. If your viewers at this point are really wanting to come out here and give you that money, I guess that's on them. I'm not giving Foodie Beauty my money. If somebody paid her $150 just for her to go live, I have a bunch of like great musical theater shows I'd love to see, and I would love for you to finance for me. Like, all things that would be much more interesting to go and watch than paying $150 to watch Foodie Beauty go live for a while. And she did end up going live last night. She linked on her community tab to her couples channel that she had with Sala. And and she said, unless and until they take this channel down, I'll continue to do lives over here as well. And she went live on that channel. And the interesting parts of it to me were her going on and on and on about how, like, she deserved a warning and this, that, the other.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm not surprised, Blush Queen. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Trust me, I'm just giving my thoughts about it. So instead of completely demonetizing these channels, give them a chance. Like, give them a warning. Like, okay, this is going to be a new policy, and we're going to demonetize your channel. I don't know. Get rid of these videos, or just let them delete videos off your channel. I don't know. Like, I had compared to most of my content, and furthermore, the whole thing stipulates, the whole terms of service thing, it says that we don't want your channel or content promoting or glorifying eating, which mine does not. Trust me. It actually talks about, from a personal standpoint, just my hardships with it usually. And I've done a few videos. I knew that it could happen. So what should I do now? I don't know what I'm going to do now.
And I think I've been pretty fair up until this point when it comes to Amber Lynn and Rosie. And I do think some of this could have been handled better by YouTube in terms of setting these people up for success and trying to let them have a chance at keeping their channels. But also at this point when it comes to Shantel, the writing is on the wall. I already showed you that clip where she was saying that maybe Rosie and Amber Lynn just got demonetized because they were over 500 pounds. She's acting like she didn't have any warnings whatsoever, even though I do think she's acknowledged that she did have some videos taken down. And it's girl, you could have gone through and deleted some videos. You could have wiped your channel. You could have done all kinds of things so that you'd still be in a place where you could be monetizing your content, but you're not. And even after seeing what happened to Rosie and Amber Lynn, she was still coming onto YouTube and doing mukbangs. She literally did a live stream just a day or two ago where she was eating pizza because a subscriber bought it for her. If you want to talk about monetizing your eating disorders and things like that, Shantel was doing it, divas. She was doing it. She said, not only will I make money off of doing this on YouTube in a live stream, but I'm also getting paid to do it by one of my subscribers, and I'm going to showcase it on my channel. If that ain't feederism, I don't know what is, divas. And when it comes to people that the internet really just wants to see face some level of consequences, it really is Shantel Marie. Shantel has gotten so many goddamn chances on Al Gore's internet to keep on fucking up that it's about damn time. So hopefully this one sticks. I mean, just like the other girls, she's allowed to appeal the decision with YouTube. She's allowed to say, hey YouTube, I think you made a mistake here. I don't think I was supposed to be demonetized. I don't think I violated terms of service. So she has that opportunity. I don't see that going well for her. If Rosie and Amber Lynn couldn't put some shit together to make that happen for them, I really don't see a world where Shantel Marie can figure it out. And then, of course, after 3 months, she will be able to reapply for monetization, meaning she'll be able to say, hey, YouTube, look at my channel. I've corrected the things that I did wrong in the past. Please give me money. I will say, much like Rosie, she is considering joining me as a colleague on thetwitch.tv. She did share a community post that said, if I get booted from YouTube altogether, you will find me on Twitch here. And her Twitch account is called Twitching Foodie. Which is just, I don't think she thought through that name, but what do I know? What do I know? She did used to have a whole other different Twitch channel. I don't know what she did with that one. Maybe she just can't remember the password or something, but she did used to have a entirely different Twitch channel, so I don't know what she did with that. But yeah, at this point, I ain't got shit to say. I really ain't got shit to say. Couldn't have happened to a worse person, honestly. Shantel deserves it, 100%. Not only is Shantel out here eating her feelings, her emotions, etc. on camera, exploiting her various eating disorders, she also regularly gets high out of her mind and barely seems to know where she's at any given moment in a live stream. We've seen this woman be a bigot on the internet. We've seen this woman make questionable choices in pet care. When I'm sitting over here rejoicing, let it be clear, let it be clear that it's because Foodie Beauty is wicked. Everything Chantal's getting in her life is what she sowed for herself, divas. And I really think back to one of the last messages I ever sent Amber Lynn and how I said that I hope she had the day that she deserved. And it's just really, really satisfying to see that all of these girls are having the years they deserved. Shit ain't been good for Chantal in a minute. And this is what happens when you have hate in your heart, Chantal. So I hope your holiday season is wonderful and amazing, Chantal. I hope you have the holiday season you deserve. And I hope 2026 treats you accordingly. Anyways, that's all I have time for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!